So for mixing, what do I have for mixing? I think I'm going to go with Hurt Locker. For sound editing, I'm going to go with Star Trek because, you know, it would just be awesome if they get an Oscar for just using the original sound effects for that, you know, cheesy 60s TV show that only I love. Visual effects, Avatar, that's just an easy one, right? Makeup, I'm going to go with Star Trek again on this one. Original score, I'm going to go with Up on this one. And original song, I'm going to go the song from that Jeff Bridges movie. What's it called? Crazy Heart? Because T-Bone Burnett wrote it. Foreign language film. We got a few here. Notice there are no movies from Hungary or Mexico. The film industry is huge right there. So hot in those countries. But we don't get any. So I'm going to go with the one from Germany. Sure, Germany. Film editing. But I think Hurt Locker. Documentary short. Music by Prudence sounds like like people would vote for that one. Live action short. I'm going to go with XIV because since it's a short, I figured the one with the shortest title is probably going to be the winner. Animated short. We're going to have to go with A Matter of Loaf and Death. Okay, documentary feature. A lot of people think The Cove might win, but I am going to go with Food Inc. because, well, honestly, it was the only documentary feature that I saw, and I think a lot of people saw it, and a lot of people were really affected by it. And it was a very straightforward documentary, but it was like on a concept that was just so huge. And I think it's like one of those movies that everybody needs to see. By the way, watch it, but watch it on a full stomach because you won't eat again for a week. Costume design? I haven't seen any of these, but I think I want to go for Coco before Chanel because the designer's name is Catherine Leterrier, and I just have to vote for someone named Leterrier. Okay, cinematography. This is my biggest chance, right? I think I might go with White Ribbon on this one. That's the German movie that we talked about before. You know, nothing to do with the flashiness, but the subtlety of the cinematography and just the gorgeousness that you can make a black and white movie. I think, you know, maybe it's time another black and white movie got recognized. Art direction. Avatar. Did we do animated feature film? Well, it's going to be Up, although I do want to see The Secret of the Kells. Okay, adapted screenplay. I am going to go with In the Loop. Even though Up in the Air is probably going to win, there are more specific reasons, I think, in the script for In the Loop. More rapid-fire excuses to vote it in as the best adapted screenplay. The original screenplay, I would almost consider voting A Serious Man on this one because it is a very unique movie. But I'm going to go with Inglourious Basterds. The concept, if I just told you the story of everything that happens in Inglourious Basterds and you haven't seen it, you'd be like, what? What, are you kidding me? But then you watch the movie and how the dialogue is layered upon itself and how the story comes together and how these characters that if I just told you about them, you'd kind of laugh off how this world is created. I think it deserves it. I think Quentin Tarantino did a wonderful job with the dialogue and, you know, with these characterizations that the screenplay simply cannot be ignored. Okay. Now the good stuff. Supporting actress. I didn't vote it for anything else, but Monique probably was the best thing about Precious. And also the two chicks from Up in the Air might cancel each other out, although I don't know if it really works the same way. I think they're voting differently this year. Like, you get certain points for your second and third place votes, and so maybe that'll have an effect, but, well, Monique is just the best one anyway. Supporting actor. This is the one that is the biggest lock, because Christoph Waltz was simply the best thing about the best movie of 2009. I'd never heard of him before, but this guy, what's his name, Hans Landa in Inglourious Basterds, just one of the best characters I've ever seen. He was sinister. How is this put? He was sinister in 4 different languages, at least, and just impeccable. A bravado performance. Best actress. people are putting their money on Sandra Bullock, but I am putting faith and my money on the absolutely adorable and wonderful Carey Mulligan from Uneducation, and she was by far the best thing about that movie. The comparisons have been thrown around with her and Audrey Hepburn, and I think she has a wonderful, wonderful career ahead of her. And if you see Uneducation, she is the reason to see it. She's absolutely beautiful. Well, besides beautiful, she can act really well. Best Actor. I never saw this, but I'm probably just going to go with Jeff Bridges for Crazy Heart because he was in Tron. Also, yeah, maybe people will think George Clooney will win it, but he just really didn't take any chances with Up in the Air. It was a great movie, but it was just George Clooney just being George Clooney and just kind of, I don't want to say he phoned it in because he certainly didn't, but how hard was it for him to play that character in Up in the Air? I mean, come on. Best Director. This one I'm excited about because Catherine Bigelow is going to win, and if you don't know, she used to be married to James Cameron, the guy she's going up against, who directed Avatar. And wouldn't it just be awesome just for her to just stick it to him? Better than any alimony payments. It would just be really, really cool. But then again, she's gonna win. Everybody knows she's gonna win. She won like the Directors Guild of America or something like that, which every time you win that award, you also win Best Director. It just always happens. So I'm excited for her to win. It's gonna be awesome. And that leads us to Best Picture, and it's cool because we have the 10 nominees this year, which I think is really cool, and they should do it. But at the same time, it's almost meaningless because look, you have the 5 people who are nominated for Best Director in their movies, and then you have the Best Picture nominees, and there are just the Best Director nominees plus 5 more. So I think we can probably just eliminate the extra 5 nominees right off the bat. What the heck? And so I think it's going to be between Avatar and The Hurt Locker. Avatar might win just because it's huge. It's just like Titanic was, 13 years ago or whenever that was. But I'm going to go with Hurt Locker because I think the backlash of Avatar and the kind of tendency to overrate it is hitting people earlier than it hit people with Titanic. That's just me, but Hurt Locker was a better movie. Even though Avatar was phenomenal and I loved looking at it, Hurt Locker was a better movie, even though it wasn't the best movie. If Inglourious Basterds win, I'll be super, super happy. It's not going to win. Hurt Locker's going to win. And Avatar's going to come in second. Oh, well. Anyway, this Sunday, watch the Oscars with me. Maybe at my house, maybe somewhere else. I don't know. If you want to watch them, let me know. We'll watch them together. I love the Oscars. Let's hope it goes overtime. Whole shebang. Cool. I'll see you there. All right. Bye.